Hello and welcome back to English Fluency Teacher. Now if you're here today, it means you're serious about improving your English. And let me tell you something important. Fluency is not just about knowing more vocabulary or grammar even. It's actually about learning how to use English naturally in everyday conversations. We want to feel confident, don't we, when we talk to people? And one of the best techniques for this is shadowing. Now you might think, what is shadowing? Well, shadowing means you listen closely to a teacher, or in this case, you're listening closely to me. You repeat the sentences out loud after exactly the way I say them. You're my shadow. Now, this practice trains your ears, your mouth, your brain to work in harmony, to work together in English. Now, today's practice is special. Now, these are not just beginner sentences, they're actually intermediate sentences. The kind of sentences natural English speakers actually use in day-to-day life. So these are the sentences that you will actually hear if you're walking around London. If you're somewhere else in England, you will hear these phrasal verbs, contractions, idioms, and this natural connected speech. So that's exactly what you need to listen to, and it's exactly what you need if you want to move from sounding kind of maybe awkward or like a beginner maybe, to sounding more natural, fluent and confident. So in today's video, I have prepared 150-ish essential intermediate sentences for you to shadow. Now, they cover daily conversations, work, hobbies, small talk. English people love small talk, phrasal verbs and even idioms. So all the language you need to sound more like a native speaker. So all you have to do now is just to shadow every sentence, practice, think about how you can use this sentence, when you can use it at work, at school, and so on. So that's how you should practice. You should just shadow these sentences, think about how you can use them, and try to practice as much as possible. So firstly, listen carefully to me, then repeat out loud with confidence. Try to copy the rhythm, the intonation, and the natural speed of my voice. Now, don't worry if it feels hard at first, that's completely normal. And the more you practice, the easier it will become. And by the end of this video, you will feel more confident speaking English in real conversations. Yeah? So, are you ready? Perfect. Okay, let's begin. Good morning. Good morning. I woke up early today. I woke up early today. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. I'm still a little sleepy. I'm still a little sleepy. I need a cup of coffee. I need a cup of coffee. The sun is shining outside. The sun is shining outside. I opened the window to let in fresh air. I opened the window to let in fresh air. I made my bed neatly. I made my bed neatly. I brushed my teeth and washed my face. I brushed my teeth and washed my face. I took a quick shower. I took a quick shower. I got dressed for the day. I got dressed for the day. I prepared a simple breakfast. I prepared a simple breakfast. I made eggs and toast. I made eggs and toast. I drank a cup of tea. I drank a cup of tea. I feel ready to start the day. I feel ready to start the day. I started working at 9 a.m. I started working at 9 a.m. I checked my emails first. I checked my emails first. I had a lot of messages to reply to. I had a lot of messages to reply to. I joined an online meeting. I joined an online meeting. My internet connection was good today. My internet connection was good today. I shared my ideas with the team. I shared my ideas with the team. Everyone was so supportive. Everyone was so supportive. I wrote down some important notes. I wrote down some important notes. I focused on my tasks one by one. I focused on my tasks one by one. Sometimes I got distracted. Sometimes I got distracted. I took a short break to relax. I took a short break to relax. I came back to work feeling refreshed. I came back to work feeling refreshed. I finished one big project today. I finished one big project today. That made me feel proud of myself. That made me feel proud of myself. It's lunchtime. It's lunchtime. I made rice and vegetables. I made rice and vegetables. I also cooked some chicken. I also cooked some chicken. The food smells delicious. The food smells delicious. I sat down to eat peacefully. I sat down to eat peacefully. I enjoyed every bite of my meal. I enjoyed every bite of my meal. After lunch, I cleaned the kitchen. After lunch, I cleaned the kitchen. I washed the dishes and wiped the table. I washed the dishes and wiped the table. I made myself another cup of tea. I made myself another cup of tea. I took a few minutes to rest. I took a few minutes to rest. I checked my phone for messages. I checked my phone for messages. My friend sent me a funny video. My friend sent me a funny video. I laughed out loud. I laughed out loud. It made my day brighter. It made my day brighter. I watered the plants. I watered the plants. They looked fresh and green. They looked fresh and green. I vacuumed the floor. I vacuumed the floor. I organised my desk. I organised my desk. I like when everything is clean. I like when everything is clean. I opened the curtains to let more light in. I opened the curtains to let more light in. I played some music while cleaning. I played some music while cleaning. The music made me feel good. The music made me feel good. I sang along to my favourite song. I sang along to my favourite song. I smiled without any reason. I smiled without any reason. It felt nice to be happy for no reason. It felt nice to be happy for no reason. I called my best friend. I called my best friend. We talked for almost an hour. We talked for almost an hour. We laughed about old memories. We laughed about old memories. She told me about her new job. She told me about her new job. I congratulated her. I congratulated her. She sounded very happy. She sounded very happy. I also called my parents. I also called my parents. They were watching TV together. They were watching TV together. I told them about my day. I told them about my day. They gave me some good advice. They gave me some good advice. I thanked them and said good night. I thanked them and said good night. Talking to family always makes me feel warm. Talking to family always makes me feel warm. The weather was sunny in the morning. The weather was sunny in the morning. But in the afternoon it started to rain. But in the afternoon it started to rain. The sound of rain was peaceful. The sound of rain was peaceful. I watched the raindrops on the window. I watched the raindrops on the window. I made a cup of hot chocolate. I made a cup of hot chocolate. It was the perfect drink for a rainy day. It was the perfect drink for a rainy day. I sat near the window and read a book. I sat near the window and read a book. The story was interesting and relaxing. The story was interesting and relaxing. I felt cozy and calm. I felt cozy and calm. Sometimes quiet days are the best days. Sometimes quiet days are the best days. In the evening, I went for a walk. In the evening, I went for a walk. The air was cool and fresh. The air was cool and fresh. I saw kids playing in the park. I saw kids playing in the park. I smiled at a little dog running happily. I smiled at a little dog running happily. I took a few photos of the sunset. I took a few photos of the sunset. The sky looked orange and pink. The sky looked orange and pink. It was a beautiful moment. It was a beautiful moment. When I got home, I cooked dinner. When I got home, I cooked dinner. I made pasta with tomato sauce. I made pasta with tomato sauce. I watched a movie while eating. I watched a movie while eating. It was a funny and light-hearted film. It was a funny and light-hearted film. I laughed a lot during the movie. I laughed a lot during the movie. After the movie, I cleaned up. After the movie, I cleaned up. Then I made a herbal tea. Then I made a herbal tea. I sat on the sofa and relaxed. I sat on the sofa and relaxed. I thought about everything I did today. I thought about everything I did today. I felt proud of myself. I felt proud of myself. I accomplished many small things. I accomplished many small things. Before bed, I wrote in my journal. Before bed, I wrote in my journal. I wrote about my thoughts and feelings. I wrote about my thoughts and feelings. Writing helps me stay peaceful. Writing helps me stay peaceful. Finally, I turned off the lights and I went to bed. Finally, I turned off the lights and I went to bed. I closed my eyes and said, "Thank you for today." I closed my eyes and said, "Thank you for today." Amazing work today. You just practiced 150 real English sentences with me. Now that's a really big step towards improving and reaching your English learning goal. Now remember, shadowing is not about just repeating words. It's actually about training your mouth, your listening skills, your brain to think in English, especially with these natural expressions. Now, you know, in sports, the more you practice, the better you get, and it's the same with English. The more fluent you are and confident you are, it's because of how much you practice. So don't stop here. Replay this video again and again, tomorrow, the next day, and shadow again. And every time you repeat, you're building stronger English muscles. You're improving your English fluency, your pronunciation, your rhythm, your fluency, your confidence. That's one of the most important things. So if you enjoyed this video, then feel free to like it and subscribe to English Fluency Teacher for more of these types of videos. You can even share it with one of your friends who also wants to improve their English speaking. So I'll see you in the next episode. Bye for now and happy practicing.